Hello, this is Matthew. I could not be here with you today, so I brought an idea from Ross, sharing my presentation with you as a screencast. My HackDay project today is an attempt to enabling the professional service team to write custom call flow actions, or actually whoever will want to write custom call flow actions. The problem we have today is that in order to create new call flow custom actions, before I say that, I might remind you that we have that edit call flow web application that allow to create and edit those call flows using a dynamic JavaScript application. And it comes bundled with a number of built-in actions, such as if then else, select agent, that kind of thing, transfer to campaign. And we also allowed to upload custom applications, but the problem is how do you develop them? So in order to develop those, you need to set up a development environment that has the call for application. And the process requires to have an account on one of those dev servers compatible with the LiveOps Rails stack. There are just a few number of them. And it's also a lengthy process that can require very specific skills to debug if anything goes wrong. So it's not the easiest thing to do. So the idea I had was first to build a standalone application that would not require everything we have today, but something much smaller that could work standalone and that could be used in order to test and develop that those custom actions. And secondly, to make it really a couple of steps to deploy on any computer that already has Ruby installed. So that would be the only requirement. So let me show you a demo so you see how that works. I'm going to start here with a very fresh Ruby installation. I run the command gemlist to check that there is nothing else installed but that rake gem. And in order to install that LiveOps Action SDK, I'm just going to run that command, gem install hello action SDK, and that's the first release. So what's happening right now is that the gem command is actually downloading all the dependencies for the standalone application and is adding to the system a command that will allow to generate a new project. So everything is ready now. We can start and create a new project right away. So for that we have that new command called hello action SDK, and that's how I'm going to use it. Hello action SDK create my project, and we're almost done. This just generated that new project, which is really a local copy of that standalone application, local copy that we'll be able to edit and modify in order to do our development. It tells us that we just need to run that one command to start the server, and we also need to open a Firefox, for example, a web browser to this URL. And here it is. I just included a very small number of actions. We just have one if then else. We have here a custom action, so that's the one that we're going to change. So I'm going to drag it here to show you what it looks like. We have access to the validation function. We have access to actually all the features of edit call flow. Here we have a label, my example. We have a pretty long explaining text for that expression. So I would like to make a change to that. So how do I do this? Very simple. I just need to edit my files. So I'm going to use VI to open my files, and here I can make a first change maybe to my example action template. So here we're going to replace that long, considering that this expression is with maybe something as simple as if expression is. I'm saving it. I'm going to change another file I'm going to go into the JavaScript code this time, into the model, and edit my example. And I'm going to change the label from my example to, let's say, HackDay, and save this. And now I can go back to my Firefox window, click on refresh. Again, I have the same thing available. I'm actually going to select my action, who has been replaced already. The name has been changed to HackDay. And I can see that the label before the expression has been changed as well. So here it is, pretty simple. From then on, we can make any changes we want and develop our custom call flow actions. I believe this is a very simple and efficient way to distribute the Edit Call Flow SDK. And actually, since one of the CFA team current projects will result into a JavaScript framework that we can use to build other web applications on a similar model, it will allow us to create applications, for example, for agent scripting, build agent scripts, or build maybe dynamic email auto-response scripts, or anything else we can think of. So from then on, we can use the same SDK for all those other applications we'll develop in the future. So that's all I wanted to show you today. Thank you for your attention.